The race session is at RT Lime Rock Park in Lakeville, USA. Bunty Chapu 3 is first. Smooth Toad from Italy is second. Damian Reichenbach is third. Michael Blau from Germany is P4. Francisco Javier Sanchez from Spain is P5. Eligosa Eduardo is 6th. Hernan Arias is P7. Jeremias Paniagua is 8th. Santino Hein is P9. Walter Phillips is 10th. Jeff M. from Canada is P11. Chris Newson is 12th. Matthew Riley from United States is 13th. Paul Cantia is 14th. Amiel Espina is P15. Gordon Jacobson from United States is P16. Benoit Audet is 17th. Ihowel is P18. Leonardo Gambado is P19. Martin Rains is 20th. Rodi is 21st. Pierre Inuhuk is 22nd. Bunty Chapu 3 is P1.
It's time to bring the action.
Smooth Toad in Big Bend is P2. Damian Reichenbach in right-hander is third. Jeremias Paniagua in back straight is P6. Matthew Riley in downhill is P11. Paul Cantia in Sam Posey straight on lap 2 is P13 battling Eligosa Eduardo. Paul Cantia passed Eligosa Eduardo for P12. Eligosa Eduardo in left-hander is P13. Amiel Espina in no-name straight is P15, 0.3 behind Gordon Jacobson. Smooth Toad in Sam Posey straight is P2, 0.1 ahead of Bunty Chapu 3. Bunty Chapu 3 in Big Bend is third, 0.3 behind Smooth Toad. Michael Blau in no-name straight on lap 3 is P5, 0.1 behind Bunty Chapu 3. Michael Blau passed Bunty Chapu 3 for 4th. Bunty Chapu 3 in back straight is P5, 0.5 behind Michael Blau. Amiel Espina in downhill on lap 3 is P14, 0.3 ahead of Hernan Arias. Hernan Arias in Sam Posey Straight is 15th, 0.2 behind Amiel Espina. Martin Rains in Big Bend is 19th, 0.2 behind Benoit Audet. Jeremias Paniagua in West Bend is P3, 0.2 behind Smooth Toad. Bunty Chaputri in Sam Posey Straight is P5. Chris Nuzon in Big Bend is 10th, 0.3 behind Francisco Javier Sanchez. Amiel Espina in left-hander is 15th, 0.3 behind Hernan Arias. Martin Rains in No Name Straight on lap 5 is 19th, 0.2 behind Benoit Audet. Bunty Chaputri in Sam Posey Straight is 5th, 0.2 behind Michael Blau. Matthew Riley from United States in Big Bend is 11th, 0.2 behind Chris Nuzon. Hernan Arias in left-hander is P15, 0.2 behind Amiel Espina. Amiel Espina is 15th, 0.1 behind Hernan Arias. Howell in downhill on lap 6 is P16, 0.4 behind Amiel Espina. Smooth Toad in left-hander is 3rd, 0.5 behind Jeremias Paniagua. Bunty Chaputri is P5, 0.2 behind Michael Blau. Michael Blau in downhill is P5, 0.1 behind Bunty Chaputri. Paul Cantia in Sam Posey Straight is 11th, 0.4 behind Matthew Riley. Smooth Toad in right-hander is 3rd. Benoit Audet in left-hander is 14th, 0.4 behind Francisco Javier Sanchez. Benoit Audet is now 13th. Francisco Javier Sanchez from Spain in No Name Straight is 15th, 0.3 behind Elagosa Ituuirofo. Hernan Arias in back straight is 19th, 0.4 behind Chris News-Un. Hernan Arias passed Chris News-Un for P18. Smooth Toad from Italy in no name straight is P3, 0.3 behind Jeremias Paniagua. Pierre Inuhuk is 16th, 0.3 ahead of Amiel Espina. Amiel Espina in no name straight is 17th, 0.3 behind Pierre Inuhuk. Amiel Espina passed Pierre Inuhuk for 16th. Michael Blau in Samposi straight is P9, 0.3 behind Gordon Jacobson. Jeremias Paniagua in no name straight on lap 10 is P2, 0.5 behind Damian Reichenbach. Chris News-Un entering the pits is 22nd. Smooth Toad in West Bend is 3rd, 0.4 behind Jeremias Paniagua. Elagosa Eduwirofo in no name straight is 13th. Benoit Audet in West Bend is 15th, 0.1 behind Michael Blau. Amiel Espina in Samposi straight is P16, 0.1 behind Benoit Audet. Amiel Espina passed Benoit Audet for 15th. Damian Reichenbach in downhill on lap 11 is P2, 0.3 behind Smooth Toad. Michael Blau in no name straight on lap 11 is 15th, 0.2 behind Amiel Espina. Damian Reichenbach in left-hander is P2, 0.3 behind Smooth Toad. Jeremias Paniagua is 3rd, 0.3 behind Damian Reichenbach. Walter Phillips in right-hander is P10, 0.2 behind E. Howell. Francisco Javier Sanchez in uphill on lap 12 is P12, 0.5 behind Gordon Jacobson. Damian Reichenbach in left-hander is 2nd, 0.2 behind Smooth Toad. Walter Phillips in Big Bend is P10, 0.3 behind E. Howell. Gordon Jacobson in right-hander on lap 13 is P11, 0.3 behind Walter Phillips. Elagosa Eduwirofo in uphill is 13th, 0.4 behind Francisco Javier Sanchez. Amiel Espina in downhill is 15th, 0.5 behind Michael Blau. Damian Reichenbach in back straight is P2, 0.4 behind Smooth Toad. Jeremias Paniagua in Samposi straight is third, 0.5 behind Damian Reichenbach. Santino Hein in Samposi straight is P5, 0.1 behind Jeff M. Santino Hein passed Jeff M for fourth. Jeff M in left-hander is fifth, 0.1 behind Santino Hein. Elagosa Eduwirofo in Big Bend is 12th, 0.5 behind Gordon Jacobson. Gordon Jacobson in right-hander on lap 15 is P11, 0.3 behind E. Howell. Michael Blau entering the pits is P18. Elagosa Eduwirofo in back straight is 12th, 0.3 behind Gordon Jacobson. Pierre Inuhuk in West Bend is P17, 0.4 behind Francisco Javier Sanchez. Leonardo Gambato entering the pits is 21st. E. Howell in Big Bend is 10th, 0.4 behind Walter Phillips. Gordon Jacobson in No Name Straight is 11th, 0.3 behind E. Howell. Elagosa Eduwirofo in back straight is 12th, 0.2 behind Gordon Jacobson. Gordon Jacobson from United States in Samposi straight is 11th, 0.2 behind Elagosa Eduwirofo. Leonardo Gambato exiting pits. Amiel Espina is P12, 0.3 behind Gordon Jacobson. Pierre Inuhuk in left-hander is P17, 0.5 behind Francisco Javier Sanchez. Jeff M in Big Bend is 5th, 0.3 behind Santino Hein. Amiel Espina in Samposi straight is P12, 0.3 behind Gordon Jacobson. Pierre Inuhuk in Big Bend is 17th, 0.5 behind Francisco Javier Sanchez. Amiel Espina in back straight is P12, 0.1 behind Gordon Jacobson. Pierre Inuhuk in back straight is P17, 0.4 behind Francisco Javier Sanchez. Leonardo Gambado entering the pits is P20. Pierre Inuhuk passed Francisco Javier Sanchez for 16th. Francisco Javier Sanchez in Samposi Straight on lap 18 is P17, 0.4 behind Pierre Inuhuk. Francisco Javier Sanchez passed Pierre Inuhuk for P16. Santino Hein is P4. Jeff M in Big Bend is P5, 0.2 behind Santino Hein. Hernan Arias in Samposi Straight is 12th, 0.2 behind Gordon Jacobson. Leonardo Gambado exiting pits. Pierre Inuhuk in Samposi Straight is 17th, 0.5 behind Francisco Javier Sanchez. Hernan Arias in No Name Straight is P12, 0.4 behind Gordon Jacobson. Francisco Javier Sanchez in No Name Straight is 16th, 0.4 behind Elagosa Eduwirofo. Hernan Arias in Samposi Straight is P12, 0.5 behind Gordon Jacobson. The leader has just finished the race. Smooth Toad finished first. Damian Reichenbach finished second. Jeremias Paniagua finished P3. Santino Hein finished P4. Jeff M finished 5th. Paul Cantia finished 6th. Bunty Chapu 3 finished P7. Ro D finished P18. Matthew Riley finished 8th. Walter Phillips finished P9. Amiel Espina finished 10th. Gordon Jacobson finished 11th. Hernan Arias finished P12. Ihauel finished P13. Benoit Audet finished 14th. Elagosa Eduwirofo finished 15th. Francisco Javier Sanchez finished 16th. Martin Rains finished P19. Pierre Inuhuk finished P17. Leonardo Gambado finished 20th.